Hello again. Let's go and make another sweet recipe called roulette. When we hear roulette, sometimes it could be challenging, but today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make this recipe. I learned this recipe many years ago from my sister, and I'm going to share it with you today. We are going to use 6 whole eggs, 6 tablespoons of sugar, and when I say sugar, tablespoon sugar, it's a heaping tablespoon like this. We're going to use 6 tablespoons of flour, again heaping tablespoon, and we are going to sift this a couple of times through a sifter. We are going to use confectioners sugar to make our whipped cream, and for that we need a box of whipping cream, which I use 3/4 of this box. But if you're planning to also put whipped cream on the top of your roulette, you need to use the whole box. And so for decoration today, I use some grated chocolate and whole chocolate. You also need baking powder. I put in my whipping cream rose water, but if you're not a fan of rose water, you can use also vanilla extract. You also need a big tray like this to cook the cake in it, and some parchment paper. Now let's go and see how we're going to make this recipe. Here I have 6 medium eggs and 6 heaping tablespoons of sugar. We're gonna mix this on high speed until the mixture is fluffy and the color of the mixture is a light yellow, almost whitish. This is what our mixture should look like. It's kind of whitish. It has lost its original yellow color, and it's very fluffy. Now at this point we are going to add our flour little by little and mix. And this is a flour that I've sifted through a couple of times. It's 6 tablespoons of flour plus about half a teaspoon of baking powder. When this is inside, then I'm gonna mix it with the mixer a little bit longer, but not too long, because after you add your flour, if you mix it for too long, it will not be fluffy. All right, we're ready, and you mix this on low power. I have prepared a tray here with a parchment paper, and actually I put some oil on the top of this parchment paper and make sure all the corners are covered. You can and then after we do this, we're gonna pour the mixture into the tray, and we make sure it's all even. Actually, I don't think I have put any oil on it, so I'm gonna spray it with oil. Not too much. And then we are going to make sure that the oil is all over and all the corners. And then we will put our fluffy mixture inside the tray. You see how fluffy this is? Okay, make sure you grab everything. And then after we are done, we will go back and forth in the tray just to make sure that the whole mixture is evenly distributed inside the tray. After you do this, you kind of tap it on the counter 3 times, and then we will put this in the oven on 350 degrees about 15 minutes. Do not open your oven door because then it won't be fluffy. And then also after 15 minutes, I'm going to put a toothpick inside. If the batter doesn't stick to the toothpick, then our cake is ready. Okay, our cake is ready, and we are going to separate the sides by a sharp knife. And then I am going to put a toothpick in here. As you see, it doesn't stick to the toothpick, so that means this is ready. We will let this to get cool completely, and then in the meanwhile we will have another parchment paper that I've sprinkled some flour on the top, because I want to transfer it to this once this one is cool to on the top of this parchment paper. And now we are going to, while this is getting cooled down, we're going to actually whip our whipping cream. I've used 3/4 of this box plus 5 to 6 tablespoons of confectioners sugar, not the regular sugar. I'm going to put all of this in, and at this point I am going to add some rose water to it. Now for the friends that they don't like rose water, you can put vanilla extract in there and totally omit the rose water. But for a Persian flavor, we put about a tablespoon of rose water, and we will mix this on high until we have our whipped cream. We'll be back once this is done. So our cake is ready, and see how easily is separated from the parchment paper. Now we're going to go ahead and put it on the other way. And we are going to see how spongy it is. And here's our whipped cream that it's ready. I'm going to put this whipped cream on this side, not the brown side. And you can do a lot of things. You can put fruit in the middle of this cake. You can just leave it like this without plain. Or you can even put custard in the middle. But I like whipping cream better than custard, so make sure you smooth it out. Now, sometimes you can make more whipped cream and also put it on the top of roulette, but today I'm just going to put it in the middle of this roulette. There we go, almost there. Make sure it's even. Okay, and then we have 2 options. We can roll it from this side or the other side. So today I'm gonna go ahead and actually, let's try to fold it this way. You see, it won't break. And make sure that we kind of push it down so it's flat. And I am going to use that powdered sugar that I use in the whipping cream, and I'm going to sprinkle some on the top. And then I have grated some chocolate. I'm going to sprinkle it on the top, And then what we do, I'm going to use a piping technique. I put some of my whipped cream in this pipe, and I'm going to put few decorations on the top of this roulette. Sometimes it doesn't want to stick. I think it's because of the chocolates. And then what we can do, we can have few chocolates and put it on the top. One more. And then I'm gonna actually grab a sharp knife and cut the ends of this roulette so it looks defined and beautiful. All right, we'll be back. I'm gonna set this in a nice tray so you can see how your end product will look. Here's our final product and sweet treat. I hope you enjoy the taste. Nusha Jan and bon appetit.